everyone, and welcome to another episode of Embers of Rage. My name is Chris, and I will be your humble storyteller for these preceding evenings. With that in mind, we got a great show for you, but let's introduce all these lovely wolves, starting off with Angie. Angie, introduce yourself.
Hi everybody, I am Angie. They them pronouns. I am so distracted about what might just happen. Please continue. I want to see what happens next.
I'm gonna regret this, but next up is gonna be Cleric.
Hi there, everybody.
We can't hear you.
Can't
Okay,
even
you
hear
need to make the bit work. You need to get a little closer.
Sorry.
Can't hear
Sorry
you.
about that. Sorry
Yeah.
about that. I had to get
Still
another-
can't hear you.
Go from the diaphragm.
Who is this little hand? Where's Cleric?
Sorry,
Sorry,
whole
everybody.
setup. Okay, there
Sorry
you go.
about that. I didn't
Now
drop
your
the mic.
camera's not aligned.
Stop asking me questions, everybody. This bit isn't worth it. Anyways, I'm Cleric. This is how I've been playing the game all day. So, what's up, everybody?
We can't even see your hand.
We can't even see your hand.
Captions are picking it up though. That's the best
Found
part.
it. I found it. I had to look up where I've been looking at the camera all day. It's whatever. But that's how I play the game, everybody. I actually got a haircut. Can you see it?
With that in mind, Fabian, please save us for the love of God.
If I don't get like any accolades as a producer, like fucking dealing with this shit, I don't know. Oh, hi, I'm
Oh.
Fabs.
Do I press
I'm
buttons?
playing Trick.
Ooh.
What's up?
Next up is gonna be Chris.
Hi, I'm Chris. Pronouns they she. And I'm playing Aza, any and all pronouns.
And last but not least, Nick my boy.
You got great pinky control, Cleric. Just want to say that. Oh, hi everyone. Didn't see you there. I'm Nick. I'm playing Jose Tio or Take Up the Night. He him for Tio, and then he they for me.
Lovely, lovely, lovely. Couple things of a little bit of housekeeping before we start in this bad boy. First off, in case you missed it, the content warnings for this series and episode in particular follow as such. With that, this series contains fantasy violence, gun violence, gore, blood, familial struggles, body horror, fire, severe weather, references to romance and sexual entanglements, monsters and monstrosities, presence of drug use, substance use, addiction, depictions of kidnapping, crime, and trauma. If any of this does not float your boat, there is a plethora of wonderful content out there for you to enjoy. Also, in this game, we've got a couple of incentives, 2 bad boys to be specific. Exclamation point BH donate. You can give either 1,000 bits or $10 to either of our lovely individuals here for a free reroll. They haven't gotten it in some time, and depending on how stuff goes, they may really need it. So, if you want to be kind, that's a great way to help out. Also, 20 bucks or 2,000 bits, and give a flashback, which they can use in a hot, quick jam here to save their hide. It happened once before, and they definitely needed it. So, if you want to help these guys make it out of this place alive, this stuff helps. But that's all for that there. With that in mind, my lovely wolves, are we ready for another thrilling episode today?
Yay!
Starting to like this new Cleric.
Yeah, I'm getting real Muppet vibes. Fantastic. With that in mind, let us start. Loyal to the end. Reavers are known to be loyal to each other, but these past few weeks have shown us otherwise. Between Eloy betraying the club and Ivy gunning to take the throne, the club feels more like a random acts of power grabs, mad in nature, than anything really resembling a family. This point has only further been proven with the crew's actions in Mexico, as they were able to find a hideout belonging to the Crimson Cartel and its sort of main processing plant, and also found Iza's traitorous cousin, David, where he was holding up. The crew succeeded in their assault with flying colors, but the fear over the Federales' loyalty forced Trick and Face to take fate into their own hands. This decision gave way to a horrible turn of events, as their failed betrayal left the crew vulnerable to the Federales' punishment. But, in a random stroke of luck, the crew was saved by a mysterious stranger who turned out to be Trick's mother, Dolores. The crew's time in Mexico is over, but will they be able to escape this place in one piece, or will they return home in body bags? For now, we return one more time into the past, as we find ourselves within the detention center, run down, bit old, runny, cold, but more importantly, we find ourselves looking at a younger Theo. Theo, the camera is panning as we see a younger version of you. Your patch at this point has been cut, and at the moment you're waiting in a line with a bunch of other visitors within a nearby correctional facility within the range of the club, where Xavier has been caught. At the moment you're sitting here waiting. There are a number of people ranging from lovers, whether they be known or secretive, to family members. Looking across the window into the courtyard, to the normal eye, seems like nothing. Just a bunch of prisoners out on yard time, but to you, even though you are an ex-Reaver, it is a battlefield, full of enemies all set on putting the Reavers in their place, as a number of your brothers find themselves isolated from the powers of the club. As you're waiting, what is going through your mind as you await to talk with Xavier?
Tio has a bit of a nervousness to him. His hands and fingers are drumming across the visitor table. He looks at the matter of other people who are visiting their family and friends. The ever harsh walls of the prison around him, the look of the guards who stare at him for what he is wearing, probably seeing him as no more better than anyone else that is in this place. And I think there is just a tension of right before something is about to break, and Tio is just trying to contain himself, but there's also just the sad, morose look on his face.
Sad indeed. As you are deep in thoughts, you hear your name get called up by one of the nearby guards, and with that, pull yourself together and begin to follow the guard. You're escorted to what looks like to be maybe the main meeting hall, where, to be honest, it looks very stale of a room. Full to the brim, with voices echoing off of each other of the brick walls. You can see it's just a chaotic mess of prisoners trying to talk with their beloveds, or, trying to keep things on the other side tip-top in shape. But for you, it doesn't matter. As you make your way to one of the stainless steel tables, and the light from the lamp seems to be the really only source of light in here. Except for that super hearing you have. As you take a seat, you see kind of where the bars are, slowly Xavier coming out. We've not described Xavier, and Xavier is quite the looker. You see maybe about early 30s, has the beginnings of gray, very much like a Mr. Fantastic style, kind of going off for reasons maybe we will learn another time. You see that he is toned, only so much so since his time in prison, but there is a bit of fear in your heart. He has bruises all along his face from some kind of fight. Doesn't matter at the moment. As you see, he smiles at seeing a fellow companion after all this time, and as he gets closer, goes in for a hug for a brief moment before one of the guards go, "Hey! No touching." See a look goes off. Hey. How you doing?
Glad to see you're still kicking in here, Zavi.
You know what it is? You see, takes a seat. How's the club doing? You know, you know.
Well, I'm sure you can imagine they're not too happy about what we did, but and Tio gestures to the slash through patch.
Fuck.
Yeah. I'm honestly, I'll after everything, I think I got off pretty good.
I'm sorry, man. I didn't.
And
Fucking
Tio raises,
bastard.
puts his hand up. What we did together. You know? It wasn't your decision to bring me on with me, it was mine. We both strayed and we both take the fall for it. Some more than others.
Speaking of which, you see, gonna get close. I heard some rumors that apparently the club's all buddy with the cartel now. Is that true?
Apparently that's what the deal they had to take. That's what Aloy had to do in order to keep everything happy and together. I guess we caused a little bit too much chaos over in Mexico.
You see, there's a general look of disgust on his face. It's like they can't do that. We're free riders. We're nomads. We go into the cartel. We just ended up with like a master to like. That's not right. You got to go back and tell them. I don't know, something. You got the money. I mean,
Zavi.
they need it. Yeah, but that's not worth it, man.
Zavi. Our heels have been cut, man.
So we fucking wolves. We heal ourselves up. We get back. It ain't silver. We just, we take what we gotta take. Kill what we gotta kill. But we shouldn't be in bed with cartel that goes against literally everything we've been building towards.
As of right now, they're not our club anymore. And honestly, I'm starting to think if they ever were. But I don't know. Lloyd told me if I ever showed my face again, he put me in the ground himself. I'm exiled, man.
So you could just let that. You're fucking Dio, man. Why don't you just show up? You fight for it. Did you even fight for it?
Fought long and hard.
Did you? Because I don't see any bruises on you. I don't see any cuts. I don't see no bullet holes in you. Did you actually fight for it, Dio? You always have this problem that you just take it lying down.
All my wounds are unseen, man. I've been hurt quite enough. This, and he gestures to Xavier, this kills me more than anything. This wasn't supposed to be this. It was supposed to be me and you to the end, riding off into the sunset, like old cowboys.
It could still be. You just gotta go back. You gotta fucking fight for it, man.
How many years are you
your
in
own
for?
charter. Fucking get a couple wild people. You know, people follow you to the ends of the earth. Get a couple guys behind you. Take over the Reavers. Put yourself back on the goddamn mountain.
How many years are you in for?
You see, kind of gets back. I don't want to talk about that.
Look, I have to start thinking about other things in life. And I don't want to. This club was everything to me. But I have a daughter that, we're not on too good terms. And I should probably try to fix that. I have a life still left to live, and honestly, why would I go back to a club that turned its back on us? Why would I want anything to do with that? I put us in that situation. Because of us, the club everything. They're in bed with the fucking cartel. They're indebted up to their knees, and they're gonna be, you know, they're gonna be under that yoke forever. Those chains that you talk about, we put them in there. I put them in there. And now I have to think about, what's it gonna be? Them or me? Them or me? And if I really care about them, then I need to do me.
You see, there is kind of a depressive sigh. Kind of. Fucking why I love you, man.
Wish I was in there
Speak-
with you.
No, you actually don't. Food's terrible, and to be honest, we wouldn't be able to really see each other. It's not really worth it.
I went to see him the other day, by the way.
That's good. You know, even though he's not, you know, and he's my kid, but he's not my kid. You know what I mean? Like, I care about him. You are making sure you're sending money his way, right?
Yeah.
I got my own kid, yeah, but you know, even though
There-
he's not, you know, mine, he's still my blood.
He'll be good. He'll be set up for life. Nothing. He doesn't know a thing. Are you sure you don't want him to know a thing?
No, God, no. I do not want him following the steps of his old man. That is not a life. With the money I have for him, he can go to uni, he can be whatever he wants. I do not want him to be a thug.
Anything but a thug or a cop, right?
Anything but a thug or a cop.
Although, I don't think his old man turned out too bad.
Shit.
Hopefully one day he can be proud of where he came from.
You see, you're gonna pull something out. Got one last thing. A necklace. You know, it's from my mom. You know, it's good luck. Can you make sure
Yeah,
Gabriel gets this?
I'll get it to him for sure. And I think at this point, like, Tio, like, grabs Xavier's, like, hand to the point where the guards can't see. Xavier, I swear to you, I might not be able to protect you in here, but I'll protect your blood with everything I have.
See, there is that tense moment. And kind of looks back to make sure the guards aren't looking. Goes in for a strong, deep kiss. And as he pulls away, I swear I will make it back to you. No matter what it takes. If we're old men, so be it. But I will make it back to you. And you hear from the guard, all right, time's over. You see, he kind of holds your hand before letting go.
No matter how old we get and how much the fire dies, there will always be an ember for you.
When an ass like mine, I'm sure to heat things up.
Okay.
As you see, he walks away. And as that happens, the camera slowly pans back to present. As you age visibly, we find ourselves in a bit of a weird place. You were stuck in the desert, and some time has passed, about a day-ish, maybe two, as you're kind of healing and recovering. And at the moment, you're in sort of one of Mexico's kind of outlying towns. This is kind of more reminiscent of what you usually would see in a cowboy movie. This is the town that's in the middle of nowhere that's more of a small community. You see some of the buildings are modern in a sense of being built out of your standard brick and whatnot, while some of them are a little bit older, dating back to maybe more ancient times that have been kept up for prosperity here. You are within a safe haven, if you will, of spiritual guru that are on this side of the fence. And to be specific, run by its leader, Dolores, also known to you as Trick's mother. But at the moment, you find yourselves in one of these nearby kind of buildings. Incredibly hot day. Even though it is a town, they don't really have that much power, so it is literally a rinky-dink fan energy that's going on here. But at the moment, everyone is awake. You're all eating breakfast, and that palpable question in the air is ever present as each of you are eating silently, waiting for one of you to break the silence on why the fuck did this old man turn you over? As that happens, who is the first to answer and break the silence?
I want to say I'm not there yet.
Fantastic. Not there yet. So
I still have an aggravated damage, so I am breathing heavily.
Can you pass the milk?
And just slide it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Grabs the milk and throws it at you. just spikes it right at your chest.
Like
What the fuck was that?
Is that a glass milk bottle or like a milk carton?
Oh,
it's a milk
no.
carton. It's a milk carton. We're not going
Yeah.
full. He didn't just fucking get the.
When I hear that, I come in and
Why am I
I'm
slang?
just visibly mad, and I just say, "Good, you're awake. Now I can actually kick your ass." And I start to walk towards Teal.
I feel like Asa just looks between the three of them and Colibri and just goes back to lapping up the milk from his cereal bowl.
Yeah, I think Colibri will stand up and just okay, before things get out of hand. I'm with Phase in this, but I think we need answers before any sort of actions is taken in regards to all of this.
I look at
What the
Colibri and
fuck?
just nod.
What the fuck happened?
I think Tio stares down at Trick. I'm assuming Tio knew Trick was driving, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That's a question for him.
I start to sit down next to Face and grab Tio's plate. And I just said, "This food's for family."
So I'll let you know what we were thinking, because I think I'll just speak for the group here a little bit. You know, while working with the cartel, great, would be great money move. I really don't, there's a level of trust there that's not there, and if I think me and Trick are on the same page here. Get rid of the cartel and maybe make an outside deal. 2 birds, 1 stone. So we were trying to get something done. We have a chemist. We've rescued an entire pack of people. What the cartel just kind of is there, So knock something out, push down a domino.
Besides, who's to say that the cartel wouldn't take Lola for their own use?
Do you know how wasn't the cartel, you fucking idiots? That was a federale you just tried to murder.
Who was
Do you
working?
know? Do you know? Are you that fucking greedy, that insecure in your own position that you didn't even stop to think what happened the last time we put one of those people under? What that happened to the club? That's the whole reason we're in this goddamn mess in the first place.
It's not about greed.
It's a little about greed.
Well, for you.
It's about you and power and wanting to take it and wanting to destroy everything you touch because it doesn't line up with what you want.
I did what I did because one of us hold someone dear that would have been put in danger if we didn't do that.
Well, you put someone I hold dear in fucking danger.
Well,
Did
did
you
you
ever
say
consider that?
did you say anything about that? I know about
No.
Lola. I know
Because
about
I don't
Lola.
need to talk about my shit.
I feel like Aza just laughs into their milk at that. The irony. And their just faces like they've got like a Cheerio stuck, like or whatever, like just a little piece of cereal. They look up.
Secrets?
You don't need to
Yeah.
talk about it, but you're upset because your own secrets caused your frustration.
Exactly.
I don't get it.
Secrets
I'm
put
not-
us in this place.
Weren't you? Wait, is the person that you're worried about a reaver? Because yesterday you were all up in my face about family and reavers, and so who the fuck is this person?
Did I question shit when you
You
went off to
could've.
deal with David by yourself? Did I question shit?
You
When we
could've, I
saved your
don't-
publicist and Sandra from the goddamn hospital instead of running like one of us wanted to do?
You could have
Did I-
run. I don't have you on a leash.
I don't need to explain myself to you.
Well,
Well,
Face then very calmly puts a gun on the table and is kind of just like, you kind of do.
So what, we're gonna sit here and I'm gonna tell story time with all of you and let you know all the sad backstory that I have, all the shit that's gone on in my life to lead me to this moment? Is that what you
Yes.
fucking want?
Yes.
I think we'd all just like a clearer picture.
Look at the
Deal.
fucking last names.
what's his last name? I feel like Aza leans over to Colibri. What's his last name? Do you know?
Chris, do they know like
I can't
who
read.
Xavier Fuentes is?
Can't
like,
read.
I've never seen a business card, no patch, nothing. This doesn't mean shit to me.
Fucking-
I think at this point, I think at least Colibri and Trick would know
Yeah, but we
because
wouldn't.
of Xavier.
But
right?
we didn't know that like Xavier had a son. Also,
No, we
Spanish
didn't.
name.
Yeah,
Spanish
Spanish
names?
Spanish names. So he's related to Xavier.
the Federale you tried to kill is the last known bloodline. It's the only thing I have left to my friend.
And not telling this to us helps how?
When and why would I tell you?
Why?
What was
when?
it going to change?
When was yesterday? How would this matter? Is that we wouldn't have done what we've done. And maybe we would have thought maybe they can help us.
I didn't think you were going to turn coat and shoot the one person, the one group of people that still had our backs in all of this.
They don't have our back.
So what, you think you're just gonna run Mexico and Texas all by yourself while waging a war on two separate governments? Because I'll tell you right now, you've killed an FBI agent and you've almost attempted to kill a federale. What do you have left? How many knives are you gonna stab in your own back before you get that this isn't a lone wolf thing?
Weren't you acting like a lone wolf by keeping secrets, though?
Is that really your only defense?
I'm just saying.
Oh, I
it's-
kept
it's-
secrets.
I
When were
think-
you going to tell us your part? When were you going to tell us about David, about this chemist, about Lola, about the fact of your origin?
I mean, the joke is that I didn't know about what was going on with David and everything.
You
saw
didn't
how I
seek to
treated
tell us
David.
you were actually a wolf? That you started out like that? That you had family?
I had just David, and everyone knew about that. Eloy knew that.
Yeah,
That
Tio,
wasn't a secret.
you've been away for a while. And I think at this point, Face sits down and is no longer like standing over or like standing up towards Theo, and is sat down and is kind of just is more pensive. And then kind of is Trick standing?
No, I'm sitting down eating Tio's food.
Oh, okay. I think Face looks at Theo and kind of just goes, "Okay, you're right." You're right. We had no business knowing your business. That's so fair. You're excommunicado from the club. So why would we share things for you and you share things with us? That's so fair, you know? But you keep going on about loyalty to the club, loyalty to this, loyalty to that, loyalty to all this other bullshit. But at the end of the day, it seems you only really cared about one thing. This stupid code that you have. But guess what? You've been, we keep saying this, you've been gone a long time, and codes don't mean shit anymore. A code didn't stop Aloy from betraying us. A code didn't stop Lorena from doing what she did. Didn't stop David from doing what he did. Your codes don't mean shit. So,
I
Yeah.
think as like you're saying that about the code, I think Tio is like actively, because I'm at 5 rage, so I just made a little rage check just to check some things. Is actively like you could see his like nails are scraping into the floor that he sits on.
so if you can't get it through your thick skull that codes don't mean anything, if you can't break some machismo shit that you got in your head where we all have to know, we somehow know what you're thinking but also never say anything, this isn't gonna work.
Real quick.
Mhm.
Colibri, one of their newer gifts is sense danger. So their eyes are going to be fixed on Theo for any potential jump or potential threat towards what's happening right now.
I will say it is very much in that Detroit Become Human way of you see, like, if anything, you can feel progression bar is getting more and more, and if you do not stop, Homeboy's gonna lose it. And he's at such a powerful rage that someone may get seriously hurt.
Face.
Mhm. I think we'll look eyes at Equilibrium, and it's like, are you doing like a non-verbal cue of like chill?
Yeah. Just like a
But hey, that's just my 2 cents. You're right. We shouldn't have harmed the Federale. Short-sighted. You're right.
I
And
still
then,
stand
like,
with
kind
what
of-
I did. Again, I'm going with information that I get.
If you would have even thought,
Shut the
if you
fuck
would
up.
even
Shut the fuck
if-
up. It's my turn to talk right now. Like I said, I learned that Aza's family was in danger. If you told me, told any of us, that Gabriel was your family, that Gabriel can be trusted, my actions would have been completely different. So now, from now, starting this point, if you still want to be a part of this family, no more secrets. Tell us everything. And if that's not okay with you, there's the door.
Did you ever think about filling us in your plan and your last minute thing? If you would have said, hey, I'm going to kill this Federale, or hey, I'm thinking about killing this Federale, I would have stopped you. I would have talked to you.
Face? I clearly asked them in the car.
Okay, let's
So you
not
make
drag-
decisions on your own now? So you two are the ones calling all the shots?
Well, someone has to.
And to answer your other question, Roja, if we don't, you asked me, and I point to Calibri. Tio goes, you asked me one day, Calibri, very, very recently, what makes us different from the Guru? What makes the Guru different from the beasts? What makes us different from the Rage? And that is honor. That is wisdom. That is what the code represents. And if we don't have that code, we are nothing but monsters.
I
So-
feel like. Oh, sorry. You're
Oh, no. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're on a roll.
So if you want this club to be monsters, then I don't want to be a part of this club. And that's okay with me. But if you actually want to be what the Reavers was originally created to be, what we originally stood for, then you'll know that code is so much more sacred and so much more precious than anything that we have.
I feel like at that point is when Aza comes around the opposite end of the table, and he had finished his little bowl of cereal, and he had put together another little bowl of cereal. He didn't know what Theo was eating, but he just kind of what he does with alcohol. He just mixed a few different kinds together and poured some milk in, like, this will be good. And just sits across from Theo and drops it and pushes it over to him with a spoon and drops the spoon in. Theo, shit's different. I'm not saying it like Face is saying, it's not that it's completely different, but what you knew as honor and what the generations before you knew as honor, that shit's different. That shit changes. I can guarantee the people when you came in and you were young, you probably didn't like the way they were doing shit. And then it changed with you and your buddies, and now it's different now. So, honor, apparently to us, means just talk. I don't give a fuck if you yell at me. And that's when he kind of actually tosses the spoon in. I don't care if you yell, but we can't honor what we don't know.
Do you know why I got... And I think he's like saying this in between bites as he's like hungrily like eating down the cereal. Fine, you want me to be open? I'll be open. Do you know why I
Just
got
watch-
excommunicated?
Just watch out for the polished oak. He's like pointing at the scratch marks that have been
Oh, yeah.
made in like Trick's mom's nice table, and is like, ah shit, rubbing it with the napkin. Like maybe this will help. No, what happens? I don't fucking know. You came in and like almost started a fight with my best friends over beer. So I don't know what your deal is.
Yeah, all that Aloy and some of the older ones would say is that you took the hit for something. That's about it.
Federales, alongside the cartel. It was bad times back then, but we were flying high. And some shit happened, went down, and Eloy's brother got killed. And Eloy looked at me, and he wanted revenge so badly. But the other presidents, the council, they wouldn't give it to him. They wouldn't risk the war. And at that time, it was me, it was Eloy, and it was Zavi. And Eloy, man, he was angry. And that was on us. That was our friend. So we decided to take care of our family the only way we knew how. We got revenge. We found that Federale and we murdered him in cold blood. But that shit you can't hide. And brought all of hell down on the club. Zavi went to prison for a very, very long time. And he's probably never getting out. I got off scot-free because of him. And Eloy, and they stripped my badge. And they kicked me out. I was like you once. Full of ideals, full of new ways to do things, how I was going to make things better. But I went against what it was. Because I thought I knew what I was doing, and I fucked it all up. And I'm sorry I didn't tell you about Gabriel. It's just a host of all other bad memories wrapped up into one. And everyone was going through their own shit. And I didn't feel comfortable bothering you at mine. So I should have told you. And I'm sorry for that. And I guess you should also know that's why I'm really conflicted about the Aloy situation. Because that was my best friend.
So, you and Xavier gave your lives for someone who ended up pulling a bullet in your head.
Yeah. A bullet that claimed it was silver. But wasn't. I guess that Lloyd did that to the club because he still resented them for what he did to his brother. For what they did not do. But he left us alive. For some fucked up reason.
I think Face just kind of sits there for a bit, and you see Face kind of taking a second to actually process everything that you just said. If you want to go.
I genuinely mean this. I'm sorry that things have been hard. Yeah. Having to make those decisions with what you've been through with those people. It's hard. I don't regret the decision that I made. But I will tell you that my decision would have been different if we knew something. Now go moving forward. I want you to know that I will do what I can to keep you in mind and the people you care for. And I think I've proven that with Aza.
Okay.
Face's hand slowly goes to the table and grabs the gun that's on the table, puts the safety on, and then puts it back in his pocket.
And I think as that kind of goes down, the door itself begins to open as we see the wonderful vestige of Dolores. Dolores looks very similar. You can see there's certain traits of Trix that got from his mother, primarily the cute little nose and the luscious eyes of his, as he got those both from his mom's side. You see she has this sort of beautiful kind of lightish, maybe more, it's more tan due to the fact that they're out in the sun, but usually a little bit more of a lighter skin color. You see they're probably around maybe early 50s. Toned quite much for that age, probably because he seems to be very active. And the clothing that they're wearing isn't necessarily anything you would consider normal. It's very much in terms of like a tattered robes or something to sort of make sure that moisture is kind of kept in, and it's very much open in areas to let as much air breathe in rather than being sort of heavy set clothes. You see that they come in. Oh, good morning, everyone. It seems like there's some tension here.
Trick can't even look. Just looking down at the food.
Ma! Well, I know you all are preparing.
Colibri knows her, right? It's like,
Yeah, we're
I would
first
say
cousins.
no, yeah, you're
yeah,
first
it's like
cousin, so you do
Dia.
know. You do
It's
know,
like-
you don't see her a lot, though. It's very
Yeah.
rare occasion, because she visits with her son as much as she can, but for general gathering of family, she's not here that often. Believe it
Yeah.
or not, she does not live stateside. She lives in Mexico. She used to live
Yeah.
stateside, but then moved over. But it's been a while since you've seen her.
I think even though Trick seems to be ignoring,
Not ignoring, ashamed.
not ignoring,
Not
oh,
ignoring, ashamed.
but it seems to be avoiding that. I think Colibri is going to be like standing up, and it's like, Dia, it's so good to see you, and then just like immediately goes for hug, kiss on the cheek, like bendición, like
Yeah, just, I mean, I thank you. And he's got, have you been eating? Because you look like a little thin. I mean, I laid out the soup. Do you need something else? Do you need I can cook something heavier if you so wish.
I'm not gonna speak for anyone else, but I don't think anyone's going to say no to a little more if you need help.
Oh,
I could for
fantastic. Well,
sure go for another meal, for another part of breakfast.
well, yes, I can. Someone can help out. I did need you all to come with me. There's a bit of news that you need to know about, and I have to tell a story that I was hoping never to tell you, my son. But
My
we are in
son?
dire. Yeah, my boy. And you see kind of Scruffles Trick's hair.
That's your mom?
Yeah.
Dude, Asa just covers the marks on the table with napkins, like full arm over.
Dude, your mom's hot.
Oh,
Well, thank you. You're
God
such a look
damn.
at yourself.
Oh, well, maybe I
No,
don't mind cooking
don't say that. No,
Not,
please,
breakfast
no.
together.
No,
yeah,
please,
not
please.
just
Like
his
Ace is
mom.
just on the table
The
looking
week-
back
Yeah.
and
The
forth.
week rolled
Not
up
just his
newspaper
mom,
comes
also my
out of
aunt,
nowhere.
please.
Put
Yeah.
a buck on it.
No.
Jay,
But yes, I can. Somebody will help you. Will help kind of cook some more food for you. Especially you're gonna need some on the way you're going. But if you follow me,
anywhere.
please. If you need a moment to get dressed or anything like that, please take the time. I'll be outside. You see, they kind of begin
I
to
follow
walk to the
behind
door.
Face and all of a sudden just like tug on the back of their hair.
You just Undertaker.
What?
Shh, cool it.
Listen, you didn't tell me your mom was hot.
Why would I think my mom is hot? Do you think your mom is hot? That's kind of
No, I think
disgusting.
your mom is hot. I think your mom is hot.
I don't want to hear this. Oh my god. And I'm just starting to walk
Listen,
away.
it's cool. I'm not trying to be your stepdad, but I mean I can.
I'm just
Call me
walking away,
dad.
ignoring.
Son, we can bond.
Asa's like completely away, is like on the other side of Colibri, just
Yeah.
We
far
could
away. Nope.
maybe we throw catch, you know?
Colibri is gonna look at Asa and like shake their head, and then also notice the little Cheerio that's still stuck on his cheek, and just kind of rub at it.
Oh, sorry. Thanks. I get the stuff stuck on my face all the time. Yeah.
You can.
Fantastic. With that, you all proceed to walk out. And at this point, we get a little bit more of the thriving little community here. For the most part, everyone here is speaking Spanish, but some of you know it, while others are being translated or it is not of importance to really know. You can see that your mother trick is a community leader in a sense. This is their spiritual community. You can see that it is made of modest buildings. Various people from across the country are here, mostly farming at the moment or trying to tend to themselves. This is very much a self-sufficient community that is off the grid. Not even Wi-Fi. Just kind of sucks. It's cellarier, but no kind of internet access. This is very much off the grid and meditation focused. Going about, you see that you walk through what looks like to be towards where this sort of cavern is, very much in the sense of like when you go in on top it gets dark, and you can see going further in is where it is more of the spiritual ground where they pray and whatnot. You can see there's various crops being grown here, even though it should be physically impossible for anything to grow under this darkness, but they somehow have managed to do so. As they wave hi back and forth to the various community members, you get yourself into one of the nearby tents. As you see, they take some of the very leaves that they have been growing and begin to throw it onto a bonfire. The interesting thing about this is that you notice that of this green, hues of red pulse within it, like energy. Similar in nature to the crimson stone, but instead of it being this sort of hard chiseled kind of component, it seems to be maybe blended within the leaf itself. And you see they turn around. Please, take a seat. As you see they start the fire that doesn't start off orange but rather red. See, they take a seat. Please.
Oh, I sit right next to them.
It's cartoon. Whoop. Okay. Well, I hope you are all doing okay. In terms of the news from the outside, the Federales are not too happy about your little betrayal. Luckily, we are remote, and they do not know where you are, though they are patrolling nearby. At some point, they will find this place. We are preparing you to make the long trek to the border. We don't have any vehicles, and even if we did, it may draw attention, so we're going to have to walk it. But do not worry. I have enough materials here, food, and also will be acting as your guide. I hope that is okay with everyone. I know I am the mother to one trick here, but I know most of you may not know me.
Dia, you said that they may be here soon. Is it safe for us to even be here? Especially with everyone in this camp.
You should be fine at the moment. This place is hidden by both mundane and supernatural means. The Wolf Mother provides.
This is
Kind of
what are your
gesture.
perks?
But you should be able to leave by tonight, and we'll make our way there. But I have a more important story to tell you. You see, they pull out the crimson stones, both in different colors. One purple, one of a slightly orangish red hue that you gathered from David recently, and also Lenora. Where did you find these?
If you can believe it, one of our own, and then a vampire had the other.
Yeah, don't ask me where.
As you just right there. You carry dangerous artifacts on your personage. Some that we believe to be long lost. Two of three.
Does it look like do they look like the one I have, or does she have the one I have?
She has the one you have.
Okay, cool.
There is a story I must tell. And you see the fire begins to and form images in your mind. Long ago, the lands of Mexico were infested with death, war, and famine. You see, it begins to form the vestige of ziggurats and temples of the Mayan people. You see them falling to death, being shot in the heart by bullets and war, and dying of disease, famine. And you see the culprits, no other than those of the Spanish conquistadors. All these were due to Spain and their lust for gold. During this time, forms what looks like to be a almost priest that forms into a guru and back forth. A guru seer, just like us, could travel to the Umbra, a realm, and you see above you forms infinite starlight upon bridges made of borealises. Spirit world, where some of us may go to die, but more importantly, where souls leap to and from free. The seer was desperate. He knew the realms of spirits could help him, but he knew that in times of war, you need stronger allies than those found frolicking in fields. So he looked deeper into the connection that makes us Guru, that rage inside of us, and found a demon. You see, as this year goes, deeping retrospectively, the shadow of a creature, tall in nature, hands clawed and arced, vying over the priest, snarling, looks over the young pup lost. It goes by the name of Cartex, an evil spirit. It whispered sweet nothings into the seer and exchange, if you will, for its power to help deal with these conquistadors. The seer would bind its bloodline to that of the demons and of any descendants that would come from it, making sure it had a place within this world. You see, the seer cuts their hands. The blood swirls around, binding into their arm, forming that of tattoos. The deal was made, and the demon helped by creating, as they pull these stones, crimson stones, each with the power to make a Guru fearsome and terrible, harnessing pure rage. You see, these stones are given to other members of the community as they go into their Kairos form, spiking with that same sort of crystals coming from their bodies, lightning fast, killing these conquistadors like they are nothing but paper. But this trade was under false pretense. You see the demon conniving. Puppet strings begin to form over those who take crimson. It was not giving power, but enslaving us. For each time crimson is taken, it binds one's soul to a demon to use as they see fit. You see, the demon uses Guru as puppets, slowly changing from conquistadors to its own. In an instant, you see the seer is terrified. You see, he talks with other members of the community, concerned, and with it, saw the vision of this demon going its control over the entirety of the world in the palm of its hand. The seer saw through this lie, and with the help of his pact, you see a circle begin to form around this demon, concerned, bound him to a stone from which it came from. You see a stone begins to erupt from one of the nearby Mayan temples, piercing through it. It's a very large building, so this crystal is even larger. And with it, the demon slowly being sucked into it. They were lucky, but they lost many. But they were able to bind this demon into a stone. And with it, you see what looks like to be a sort of key, some sense, to this prison cell. A large stone similar to that was found on the train heist that very day, split up into 3 parts, 2 of which you have. The seers made a key and divided it among themselves to take as far as they could. For it was ever to form again, and be fully powered with rage, the demon could come back and continue its conquest. As you see, it begins to end. I did not tell you this story, Trek, because it is one of great shame. For the demon's bloodline is our own. From your father's side, not mine. You never changed to Guru, so I thought I didn't have to worry about it, but you have, and darker tendencies become you. I fear the demon reaches for your heart, for this family curse. And I'm sorry I wasn't there when you lost everyone, or when Cecilia was kidnapped.
What could be done? We handled it. It's fine. And now we're here.
It's not handled yet. You have 2 or 3. Who could have the third piece?
2 guesses is Eloy or this mage guy.
I fear this crimson. It's been distributed across not only Mexico, but also the US. Anybody that takes it just becomes an open door for demons to come through. If this main one comes out, it has a standing army. Mages, kindred, and guru. It would be unstoppable. But there's a chance. And if you are able to find this third stone, you can bury all of them again. Kill anyone who knows of its existence besides yourselves. And bury the secret once more.
Storyteller question.
Mm-hmm.
When Asa came back into consciousness, the night that Eloy tried to kill us, I remember you had mentioned something about seeing the red smoke, but I didn't happen to see a red stone with anyone, did I?
You saw the main stone. That's what sucked all your rage out. But for some
Okay.
reason, he split it up. It's
Okay.
strange. If you had the master key, what the hell did you split it up among 3 people? Though, you do know, without having to roll anything, the stones that are within Dolores' hands are much more powerful than before.
Like they're looking different, or
Usually this was all one red stone color, but
Yeah.
they're both different colors, and you can feel the rage of them emanate differently. From David, it is that of the vile sickness of jealousy rage, while Nonora is that of sadness.
So how much do you think these are worth?
You see they
I
look
feel-
at you like
yeah.
fucking really.
gonna smack you in the chest. I swear to God.
What?
They're not to sell, Face. This
Yeah.
is not a matter of greed. This is a matter of duty.
Not my duty.
These stones are powerful. I mean,
Nice.
they were able to change. They were able even to affect it to a mild degree the vampires in the hospital.
Demon does not care for its host. It can consume anything. Spirits don't have restrictions. Though, even if it was going through the whole process, it would still need a host, someone who has that rage inside of them to even walk the earth.
My bet's on Eloy. He has 20 years of pent-up rage seething. That's very apparent now.
What
Yeah.
what is the point of Eloy and Lenora and David having this, breaking this apart?
A demon would reward you quite handsomely for its release.
But would it reward all three of them?
Who's to say? Maybe they didn't know that. Demons usually like to entice people of their dreams, wishes that it thinks that the person can come true. Maybe to gain power, or to right a wrong, or to resurrect a dead loved one, anything of that nature.
Dio, weren't you saying that
Well,
Eloy's
yeah.
brother?
Yeah.
Boom, bam, boom. Motive found.
It's not good if someone is motivated by a death of a loved one. Would you not cross mountains, kill who was ever in your path, betray anyone in order to achieve your goal? That is a dangerous person. I cannot be Eloy.
I mean, it kind of adds up. I mean, you literally described everything he just did. He betrayed us. He murdered us. He's murdered other people. He is currently running a giant organized drug trade to get the demon's influence all over the world. So,
Maybe. And you see at this point, it's a bit strange, as it seems like they're trying to make a case for Eloy here. As you see, they kind of go, well, demons are able to influence. Maybe, I mean, you're not dead. I thought you were dead. You were shot point blank in the head. Maybe a part of him is in there. Maybe he is not corrupt. Maybe this corruption wasn't of his own doing.
Did we tell her that we got shot point blank in the head?
News travels fast.
Okay.
In a
I was
sense,
gonna-
because
Cheese me.
it's very much, that's why they didn't come to
Colibri with
help.
the gotcha.
cheeseburger.
yeah.
That's why they didn't come to help, because they thought their son was dead, you know, and they couldn't really do anything. They can't go stateside for reasons.
Fuck him.
How, Dolores, how bad would this be if this demon were to come back into this world?
Darkness, end of days, real biblical shit.
Asa just leans over to face. No presidency.
That does kill my vibe specifically. Yeah.
Well, these stones cannot stay here, that is for sure. As you see, they hand them back to whoever wants to take them.
Oh, I'm taking back Lorna Stone. No one else is touching that shit. That's mine.
Take stone.
That-
Just someone, no,
yeah, no.
my precious.
You know what I will say? I think when Face takes the stone, whoever wants to, who's really, really invested, will see that Face looks at it for a beat too long.
I think
But
Colibri, both of them.
No. No, I would be. I think Face.
Look,
will-
I'm just saying that stone is to be your ex's stone. Is to be attached to brother. Too close to them. And you want to sell it. So I don't know.
That was a
demons and-
joke. That was a joke.
Sure. I'm just saying, right now, the person with the most controlled rage right now, out of all of us, is Colibri.
I don't want to force anyone to do anything they don't want to do.
It
I would.
shouldn't be more. It shouldn't be more than one, though.
Maybe Theo.
Uh,
Trustworthy.
Flashbacks of like the claw marks that Dolores is yet to find on the polished oak.
I have no problem helping carrying that load. Again, there's, like you said, Trick, there's clearly a connection that Face has and Aza has to these stones.
apparently I do as well, so I'm out of the picture.
Yeah.
It's a heavy burden, but I think the kid's right. It should be you.
Both of them, though. We can maybe take turns passing the other around, but if you start to feel rage, having to might not be the best thing.
I think we've seen this movie before.
Yeah.
What a movie? What are
What
we talking
movie?
about?
Uh,
Star Trek.
remember
I love that shit.
Oh, I love Star Trek.
No,
It's like, I am your father.
Yeah,
Ah.
it
it's
does
What
feel a
is-
little
what
bit like
is-
we're about to walk into a massive volcano to try
yeah,
and
it's the
figure
one
out
with the two little guys.
Oh,
You thought
yes,
they
when
were
they were fighting each
boyfriends.
other.
Yeah,
You are
Joe
my
and the Volcano.
brother.
I remember this movie.
Ah, I have the high ground. As you
No,
just...
no, not
No?
no.
Not that one?
It was the one with
Yeah,
the emaciated guy. Remember, I begged you to
Oh, the handsome one. Yes.
handsome.
Aragorn?
Yeah, that one.
Oh,
Yes,
Ben-Hur. I remember
Yeah.
this movie.
It's a good
Quite
movie.
the looker.
Humans are
I
weird.
swear, if I was younger.
Remember,
Honestly,
I
understandable.
I tried to tell Abuela that was Jesus Christ.
Ah, yes,
And
it was
then-
funny. It was quite
Yeah.
quite
Oh,
hilarious.
Jesus Christ.
He's from Planet of the Apes.
Oh, Charlton Heston, yes.
Anyway,
Or Mark Wahlberg. I don't know which one you're talking about.
I think it's canon that like Aza has all of these terrible like movie and real life connections because Face is always saying shit like that.
That's just not Mark Wahlberg as you just walk into a church.
but in all seriousness, yeah, I think outside of myself, I think it would be smart to pass it around once one
Okay.
more on the ragey side.
Okay. then.
Face, Aza. Are you keeping it for now, or
No, you and Aza kind of takes his out of his pocket and walks up and hands it to you. And under his breath, if you start feeling funny, pass it. Yeah.
no lies? I think we already talked about that.
And you have 20 minutes with it, and then your time is up, and then you give it to someone else. He says, like turning now towards Face. 20 minutes. The moon goes there to there. Done. That's how it.
Sure. I'll do the first shift with it, and then I'll pass it off.
Yeah. 20 minutes.
Sure. Well, fantastic. With that, the sun, when it kind of gets to maybe late afternoon, will leave. So I leave you to it. Make sure you're packed. Get your water and clothes. And I will meet you at the edge of town. So they get up. It's lovely meeting you all.
Lovely meeting you.
It was very nice to meet you as well. Just
Fantastic.
I walk up and I give my
Return it back. As they leave you in the room and you all prepare to take this trek. I think with that, it's a lovely time to take a little break. So with that, everyone, we're gonna be right back. So use a baño, grab a snack, and we'll be right back. We'll see you soon.
Oh no.
Hello, hello, everyone.
Bit of rice
Uh,
went down my throat.
Yeah, I could see why. But inside jokes. With that, everyone, welcome to the second half of this bad boy. With it, let's get in. At this time, it is about getting to that point where the sun is coming down. You all are packed. Your sort of lights on your side, everything with all your clothes and whatnot. You can't take any vehicles because that makes noise. So for the most part, you're going to be walking this. But as you're all around, you see Dolores comes. Before we leave, does anybody want to maybe say a word or two? It's usually good luck to say a blessing or something before you cross.
I actually got something for this. Theo has the rite of dedication. So he is going to start by going out to, because I'm assuming we're in the middle of the nowhere, so where like the dirt and sand is, and start
Edge of
drawing,
town.
yeah, symbols into the sands with his fingers, producing one for each member of the Reavers who have died. We never got to properly bury anyone or mourn. And I think without telling Asa and Face, I think he like silently puts one down for David and them too.
I think Face was originally just gonna walk away because I don't think Face isn't even remotely one of the religious types to be like, yeah, wrestling's fuck it, we ball. But I think when you say it like that, he will walk up right next to you and kind of be like, you know, you didn't get to meet some of the newer guys. They were a fun bunch. They probably would have liked you.
Sounded like they loved you.
Well, I am the best. But
What I
looks like
think
their love didn't. Yeah, just like looks like their love really didn't pan out.
Tio just kind of like very hesitantly, but signing the moment is there. He just like pat on the shoulder.
Yeah. All right, and just walks away. I think Face
Yeah.
is really just like, yeah. Because I think Face still doesn't really like not in good graces with like doesn't really regard to you in like good nature to start at the moment. So it's kind of just like, yeah.
Fantastic.
I have one. I'm gonna go up to Colibri and Primo, I was trying to figure this thing out for a while now. I think this is the best time to test it. I take out my note. kind of like I take your hand and I kind of like Sharpie a kind of like warding sign. I want to do a rite of abjuration. And
What does this bad boy do? Explain to the audience what did bad
this
boy
rite
do?
purifies a person, place, object, purging any spiritual possession. I know there's no spiritual possession, but just in case,
Yeah,
because they're kind of carrying the stones. So I want to do a honor and occult roll.
Hit it for me.
It's 3 successes.
Fantastic. You feel this sort of energy over you, Colibri. Even though you didn't really feel anything coming from these stones, you just feel better. Better safe than sorry.
Yeah, just to make sure whatever's in there.
Did you learn this from Dolores or?
I've been researching on my own for a while now, but I was able to ask about like fine-tuning things, making sure.
Yeah. Thanks. I feel a little bit more refreshed.
Good.
Anybody else? Before we head on to that long road into the night. Lovely, lovely. With that, you proceed outward into the desert. The moon itself crests over. It's not a full moon that has already passed. More of a waxing at this moment. Luckily, you went in the night, which you beat the heat, but it is cold. For some more than others, as facial hair does provide its own scent of warmth. But you proceed to walk through the night, seeing the vestige of this desert. Its calm, its peace. I think in everyone's mind, with their own interpretations, Mexico has been eventful, but it is peaceful when you get the chance. You hear the sounds of sand rather than the city, sound of animals rather than gunshots, and the moon's warmth rather than tall skyscrapers that cover every part. It is here where you feel in tune with every step. And I think a bit of sadness, knowing that with the actions you have taken and the people you try to kill, you may not be here for a long time. Kind of sucks. But you continue forth. Maybe an hour, maybe 2. But as you continue, and there's a rocket coming from the left side.
Bazooka! Ooh!
Oh fuck! With that,
Another one.
another one. They know we're here. Run!
Superman flies in.
Lex Luthor. Okay, but with that, you continue to a point, and at this point, you see that Dolores stops you guys and points at 2 paths. You see the border wall is near, as you see sort of the lights that kind of emanate from it and sort of that orangey hue from its building. And you see there are two paths ahead of you. Laura stops you. This is the tricky part. We have two paths ahead of us. Points to the left, a little bit more of an open field. More direct access, very quick in terms of you just go there, no kind of obstacles in your way. There's a field to the left that we can just go across. It's the quickest path, but if there is an enemy of some sorts, here waiting, lying, or if someone is trying to spot us, they'll have an easier time picking us off. There's little to no cover out in this field. But, see the pull over to the right? You see very much that sort of similar rocky-like cavern. And with it, you see that it's maybe a little bit of a trick to go through. It might take a little bit more time, but it's got a lot of cover in it. And on top of that, if anybody is trying to shoot you, they'll have a hard time trying to, one, get in, and then two, shooting at you. So, you got two paths in front of you. Dolores waits for you as one, quick and easy, with no cover really, versus a little bit longer with cover and a little bit more security, but longer to get through. Which one do you choose?
Número dos.
Número dos, we're going 12.
More security.
More security. Fantastic.
Yeah.
All right. With that, you proceed to go through the tracks of the rock. You have to climb through the terrain. Luckily, the night is on your side. But as you're kind of going through, you do see this and notice, Trick, that your mother is talking to you. I know we really haven't had time to, as you're kind of climbing through, talk, but have you had these homicidal tendencies more often than usual, or is this more of
No.
a new thing?
No, it's not really homicidal. It's just feels better when change.
I understand, but you have to understand, you can't give in to that like your father did.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm
Trick, I know you think you know, but I don't think you... I never really talked about the true destructive power your father went through.
that's why
I
I'm,
saw the person...
that's why I decided to surround myself with people who know how.
That's good. Just make sure there's a backup plan just in case. I don't want to see you hurt, but I don't want others hurt as well.
I know. I got somebody
That's
looking after me.
good. Is it Cecilia?
No. Ew, no.
Amy, I thought you liked the girl.
No. He's a great friend. That's it. Just don't feel right knowing that a friend of mine has nothing to do with this.
I'm sad to say, they are now forever changed by it.
Yep. That's my fault.
Don't be too hard on yourself. Most people find out about our side of the world sooner rather than later.
You don't have to worry
You have a
about
good
me.
heart.
I'll be fine.
I have to worry. You're my son.
I'm not saying that you're. I'm not telling you to stop. I'm just telling you don't have to.
Okay. All right. I understand completely.
And I appreciate
But just know, I can't come stateside often, but if you need my help, I'm here for you.
I kind of like grab her by the arm and like kind of like lock arms, like squeeze.
I think as you squeeze, for a moment here, I'll.
I think we
You-
need to take a tech break real quick.
Yes.
Like something.
I think that is good. Right. We have a bit of a camera issue, so we'll be right back. Just give us a hot second. We'll be right back. See you soon.
And that's how you make the perfect apple pie.
Oh,
Oh
shit.
my god!
America with that.
With the bazooka.
Oh my god.
As you're doing this trick, I will give you a quick instance here to see if you even notice this thing coming in. Give me a wits and awareness, if you'd be so kind.
Your mom's
I
actually
was-
dead. That's crazy.
With sin awareness,
We were
Wits and awareness to see if you
joking.
see this thing
thank
coming. If you
God
do,
I can roll 7 dice.
I also have the sense danger gift, which is supernaturally alert to danger and is able to respond to sudden threats such as
Look at
ambush.
Chris's
Oh.
Is
face.
there a range
Get
for
'em!
that?
Eat
Get 'em!
shit.
No,
Or is it
it's
just
just a
general?
free. It's just in the book. It's
Okay.
it's
Alright,
a
I'll give you a
thing.
shot here. Give me 1 second. Let me see if the homeboy gets it right, because he's the closest.
I'm
so-
going
Uh-huh.
Your
to
roll
spend
will
a
be easy.
willpower.
Okay.
Okay.
I guess an actual bazooka's
And I'm gonna spend another willpower.
Oh,
Damn.
Jesus Christ.
Let's go.
No, just I got 1 success from that reroll.
Oh,
I got sense the true form. Maybe I can sense the true form of these hands.
Okay. Okay.
Another
two.
willpower.
Yeah, I spend another
6.
willpower. 6.
6 in a
Another
brutal critical thing.
Fantastic. You hear it with your hearing first, before even you hear it, Kolibri. The sound of a sniper bullet echoing. In this instance, your mother is about to get a shot to the shoulder, maybe the head if you're not careful. So I need a dexterity and athletics to see if you can push them out the way.
Nice. Okay. Willpower.
Oh, fucking Christ. How much willpower
Can-
you got, son?
I got 6 willpower. We regain
Okay.
them every session. Okay.
I just can't. You just
Can,
spend like
um,
candy here.
Can
Fantastic. 3.
Colibri also act upon this?
If you want to give a, because you do have to interest yourself, we'll give it. So you can add roll more dice here. Fabian.
Okay.
What I was gonna say is that Colibri gets from where they hear the shot, they get in between the shot and where Dolores and Trick are.
You taking the bullet hit?
That is Colibri's immediate thought process.
All right.
Damn, it's been lovely having you on the show, Angie. Honestly.
Yeah.
A pet shot.
Headshot.
What'd you get, Fabian? What was it again? So 3 or 4? Because I know you got 3, but I don't know what you got for that last roll. 3?
3.
Fantastic. Luckily enough, you don't succeed, but since Homeboy is pushing out the way, I'm going to say the consequences go to Colibri. Colibri, you push Dolores out the way, and you see
It's-
all of it. A bullet goes right into their shoulder. Bullet goes off. You feel pain. You take 2 aggregate damage, which is the double up, as you notice the silver glint of the sniper bullet embedded into your shoulder.
Yeah, okay.
Well, technically,
Is it-
anything actually, maybe not aggregate because you're not Theo here, so I'm actually wrong in this instance.
Yeah,
just too
it's-
superficial. Because
it's
you're
a
human form,
superficial.
so yeah, so my bad, just too superficial. Would have been worse for somebody else at this party, but you're not that person.
I will say, I'll let you know, I'm
You-
also weak to silver. So if I get shot, I'll let you also know. I should not get shot with shoulder.
Okay, good. Just make sure they aim at who next. But as that happens, you all are kind of like shimmering off a rock. Here's the problem, kiddos. You heard the sniper go off. You have no idea where it is because it is dark, and also you don't see any shimmering off of a scope or anything. You're inside this cavern. You do luckily have a bit of cover since you went in here, so it's harder for them to shoot. But you have no idea where this bullet came from.
Okay, I'd like to. Can I make an insight or to know, because I'm really good with firearms. So would I know how far, like the weapon is, like, or at least a relative range here?
Intelligence and insight for me, if you'd be so kind.
Can I add my firearms to it?
Either insight or firearms, one of the two.
Let's go. That's 5. That's 7 dice, baby.
Okay.
Favorite thing is that Cleric put all of his experience points into firearms.
You ever seen that meme of the guy? It's like, and then you add a little salt and a gun. And just-
That's all I need, baby. That's all I need. I may
Please
not
fail.
be smart. I may
Please
not be
fail.
good, but I talk
Please.
good and I shoot good.
Please fail. Please make this man eat his words.
I fucking hate you, dog. You're
Would
so
you-
ugly.
You
know
can
that?
spend willpower.
Nah. No, fuck that. No, Chris wanted this. Nah,
No,
Chris,
I was
this is the story
joking.
you want to tell? We'll tell your fucking story. 0 successes. We'll tell your
I like how every
tell
time
your fucking story. 0 successes.
Claire,
That's brujeria. You put a fucking spell on me. You're a witch.
Cleric has a level, and you've known
Dore,
you've gone off the edge once Cleric starts saying like, "Dog, you fucking ugly."
Bro, you ugly,
So
bro. Like, oh.
0 successes.
You're like, you do this like Sherlock math in your head of like, if the bullet was here, you see another bullet comes in, hits you in the shoulder as you take 2 points of
Oh.
damage here. As you're
So,
like
okay,
too busy.
Because I'm weak to silver. Is that aggravated or actual?
If you have the aggravated, if you're weak to silver.
Oh,
So with that, you're
shit.
like, man, as you just get shot in the shoulder again.
Fuck. It's somewhere. It's in the cave. It's in the cave.
I got this.
All right, with that, I will say, Colibri in face of Gon, I have my 3 other shit. You see
Yeah.
Dolores is immediately ducking, very much army crawling in between at this moment. What are you guys doing? My other 3, Theo, you said you wanted to go, so what do you want to do?
Oh, I'm gonna attempt to finish what Face started, and I'm gonna activate Sense the True Form. See if I can sense this fucker out.
Gotta say, the only thing you sense is at the end of this cavern, which for distance-wise doesn't make any sense. Because you
Yeah.
see that at the end by the fence, even if this person was like dead shot, there's no way they're getting back a bunch of rocks. This isn't armor piercing, it's just silver. So whoever's shooting
Like,
this is normal.
Going to where we are?
In terms of like the end of this cavern, there seems to be, you notice, one guru.
Oh, it's a guru.
Yeah, one at the end of this.
Ooh, okay. I'm gonna call this out to the team, and can I use leadership pack tactics to get my team in position?
Please do. What do you say to these
As I
pups
drop
here?
dice.
I'm just like, ah, ah, ah.
Guru, 12 o'clock, approximately whatever kilometers away.
Yeah, distance.
Distance, swarm like rats. You take
Yeah.
left, you take right. Don't let him get a clear shot in.
Distance, direction.
And I
Doesn't matter.
grab Tio
Read
grabs
these.
face to try to help him along.
I'll carry you, son, as you just put him on the back.
What is the
Go
rule
on.
for that, Chris?
For what are you trying to do here specifically?
Use my leadership to guide my pack to victory.
Charisma and leadership. That's pretty straightforward.
Yeah. Okay, that's 3. That's 5. Okay, that is gonna be a good old 8. Oh yeah, I forgot. And 5 of these are gonna be rage dice.
Oh,
He's angry.
angry. Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Angry.
Uh-huh. You're angry.
I'm very angry right now. Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Kind of wanna. Let me see. Do I roll? Okay. The good news is I was just making sure I didn't roll any like bestial failures. So that is gonna be 7 overall.
7 overall. You do flying colors. All of you feel invigorated. And with that, I think because of what you're using and whatnot, for my other members that haven't gone yet, and for my other 2 that did go, you can add a +1. Get a little advantage here from good old Tio. Especially with the leadership and everything, you feel confident and you kind of begin to disperse. With that, trick or easy, which one wants to go next?
I'm just gunning for his cankles. From whichever way I'm going. I'm trying to
Gunning
find out.
for his cankles is such a wild.
Well, at the
state.
moment, the only thing you know is that there's somebody at the end of this tunnel. You don't know where this sniper is at the moment, so you're gonna have to clock that first.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Fantastic.
That's my angle though.
Which and awareness, if you'd be so kind to see if you can just scope out where this thing is.
They're in here. They're somewhere in here.
The dog going in here.
Okay.
The
And we have
them
a plus.
dogs
You
are
said
in
a
here.
+1 dice.
Yes, because you
Or-
got a little inspiration here from good old Theo.
Okay. Let me do it up here.
I imagine face fit like the calculations get shot through, like the little like overhead.
Broke everything. I was about
Yeah,
to solve
and
it.
then- and
I
then
was
T-
right there.
And Tio grabs it and like finishes it.
5. You begin to look about. It's kind of that inherent smelling. You notice that a little bit up and towards the left, there's somebody who is like very much in camo, very much in terms of like that sort of sand camo, behind the rocks that you can see 50 cal that they're shooting at you guys. This thing is a big boy.
50
and
cal.
50
Oh,
cal.
God.
My shoulder's actually obliterated. Actually.
Yeah, Colibri
Yeah.
would have been dead.
I'm
Dead.
actually gone.
You're hardier. You're lucky for the roll too,
Holy-
because they roll pretty shit of the damage.
I've seen
A
my
50
advice.
caliber bullet does
Bullet
this
is-
big of a hole.
I know.
I
just-
It is slowly trying to heal itself, but you do notice that
Oh.
again.
I've
the
seen
bullets kinda
Rambo.
slowly different-
Oh, then
Chris,
Chris,
I
I
would-
fucking like zoning out, which is like.
I'd like
I'm
to call the
gonna
cops
make a
on them.
rage check to change into my what's the were human?
Like
Oh.
Glabro?
The glabro, yeah.
Gliblu.
Could I have shouted back that he's behind that rock in camo?
Yes, you
too?
can.
Shooting a
Against success.
civilian with a 50 cal is against a genie.
Fantastic. With that-
Thank you very much.
It is,
I'm-
yeah.
Fucking, I'm just like, he's got a big gun. I don't fucking know.
And
You
I'm
got a big boomstick.
gonna rush him.
Fantastic. If anything, let's see if you can get that far. You said to check here first. I would say stamina and athletics. Believe you add 2 to this.
Yep.
I'm not mistaken. To this bad boy, as you are just.
Ooh, nice. Another bestial success.
I think with a bestial success,
Brutal success,
you get
yeah.
up here. You see this guy very much painted in Tamil, just a normal human. What do you do to this individual? As you see, scared shitless is trying to get up and go for his gun, sort of like his sidearm.
Fatalities.
Down, side down.
I do what I said I was gonna do in the last episode, and I just pull it out. I pull out the spine.
Just you feel it. He tries to run away. You grab.
Like
you feel
I
that.
hit his head on the rock and then do the thing.
Fantastic. You. As you just rip it out. As you're just watching Predator being reenacted in front of all your eyes. As that goes for you, sniper being dealt with, you begin to hear on sort of like a boom, a bullhorn, the sound of Gabriel. Full. Now you're out there. Sounds like you got Gary. Gary's a good guy. Damn shame. That was supposed to be one shots. Gary's a little trigger happy. Sorry about that, but then again, it looks like you dealt with him. Now, I know you know where that chemist is. So I'm gonna make it simple. You try to kill me, I'm not gonna take it personal. It's business. Would have never done that to you, but past is past. I will let you walk out of here on my honor. Not shoot you, would let you walk across free if you tell me where Lola is. Tell me where the wolf is, and you can go back home, and we can do business like proper gentlemen. Think it over. If not, I will light that cavern like it is the 4th of July. Think it over. You see, kind of clicks it off. You all have a moment for a second here. Simple trade. Especially going through your minds, you kind of fucked up. You need this deal with these guys because the club needs money. And if it's going to need a new source of money, it needs cartel in order to work that. You give up this person, everything's straight, everything goes to normal. You get power, you come back, you look like heroes. But if you don't,
Who needs the club?
needs the club. And that's the other thing. Who needs the club? You could let all this go. The club doesn't get anything, but you may start another war, and I think you just fought a decade one. Didn't work out too well, did it? But the choice is yours. Dolores has no fight in this, so whatever you choose, they will agree with. And they do know where Lola is, so they would have no problem if you choose to hand them in to go back and give them the wolf. What's the decision here, my little cubs?
Fuck you, dog.
Theo's boy.
I will say Ace is just looking right at Theo right now.
Colibri is like holding their shoulder, breathing heavy. It's one family member for another.
On the one hand, Giving Lola up doesn't mean she dies, but
You saw what they did to Lola.
basically means she's a slave for life for them.
I'm not letting them take her. Even if it means I'm the one that has to run back to help her by myself.
Fuck. I think that's all. Like, Face just screams that. Just keeps just saying that. Both in pain and both just in the situation.
There has to be another way, a deal, something that we can do. Where this doesn't end up in Lola being a slave to all of this. Clearly she has skill, but why the fuck does she have to be forced into doing any of it? Why can't it be her choice?
If we go out there,
Does he know? Does Gabriel know about you? About
No.
all of it? You think that maybe you have just some kind of leverage, some sort of familial leverage, where you'll be able to just speak to him, you and him alone. Try and come up with something. Something that allows Lola to be safe and not some fucking slave to all of this.
I'll go out
You
there.
hid it from all of us. But at this point, the only thing that could get us out of here alive and Lola safe is if you put your money where your mouth is.
All
And
right.
do something for everybody.
Whatever happens, it happens, okay? And if you get your chance, you take it, all right? Look at me, Colibri. See your chance, you take it no matter what. You understand?
Yes.
Rage still brimming. Tio is going to, with his arms up, go outside.
As Tio's going, I go up to Face and is like, here's a new toy. And shove the sniper rifle into his chest with, like, the bullets.
They are silver. Keep that in mind.
Oh, for sure. Face is on the same page as Trip. As soon as Tio walks out, Face starts sneaking to a higher vantage.
I will say -1 because you got shot with a 50 cal in your shoulder and you're barely weak to silver.
First
so
of all, that's a you thing. I don't know what you. That's a fucking you thing.
that's on you. I don't fucking follow those rules. I'm a
Yeah,
god.
I don't. I live my own way.
With it,
So
as you all go out there, it begins to rain. Oh well, one of you goes out there. What are the rest of you doing? As you see Tio's kind of going off.
I'm checking on
Not
my
much
cousin
wiggle-
and my mom.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Colibri's against a rock, just like trying to breathe and center themselves.
Easy. What are you doing?
Easy would have taken off his. He still has the fucking jacket. He would take off the jacket and give it to Colibri, like leaning up against the wall, and your cousin's got you, and I'll be back. I need to look out for the others. and kind of looks at Trick. You guys, you yell. If you need something.
Colibri grabs Aza's hand. Don't do anything stupid. Not right now. This could mean the safety of your family.
That's why you've got the red. That's why you have the red stone. Yeah.
Your safety too. Come back, okay?
Keep breathing. And he kind of like what wolves do themselves, kind of puts his head to yours for a split second before pushing off from the ground and walking towards an entrance, trying to like see if there's a way to keep an eye on what's going on outside as well.
Two things. You can either try to see if there's a way out of here real quick, or you can just stealth out of here and keep an eye on your good old Teal.
What do you mean, like rush out of here?
Like in
real
terms
quick?
of like you can kind of like sneak in the darkness a bit, and in case something goes awry, you can be like "Rawr," and come in, versus you
Oh, no,
finding an
I'm
exit for everybody
yeah.
else.
Damn.
Okay.
I want.
If anything, I'll let you simmer
Yeah.
on it. I'll let you
Yeah,
simmer
give me a
on it.
second.
You
Fuck.
simmer.
Damn.
I'll let you simmer.
I had 4 successes in the stealth.
Oof.
Fantastic. You proceed to go up even though you're like the rain helps a lot. But Theo, you go up raised arms. You see there's a number of federal
One thing, I do
Yep.
want to give Theo will give Calibri a hug before he goes.
Okay.
Colibri's just like,
So
yeah. Colibri will take the hug and also sneak the stone into Tio's pocket.
Fantastic. Fantastic. With it, Theo, you proceed to go off into the rain. You see that the Federales here have heavy ordnance. Very much of maybe an RPG that they may have confiscated, heavy machine gun. You see primarily enough to crumble the rock around them if something was to go awry. But you see Gabriel, the red and blue lights flashing. That is the only color that you find among the rain. As you see, he puts his gun to his side. Well, well, well. Send out the old man. You finally agreed to our terms, and I do have to thank you. You didn't have to save me, but clearly you understand what a broken relationship's like.
I do. And I understand that you have to pay penance to some people, but you also have to give concessions. So I ask that you give one concession. We will continue to supply you as the cartel has. But Lola is a part of our family, the chemist. Allow her to leave with us. And you have my word and the word of the club that we will keep supplying you.
I just do not understand. You explain to me why you are all so willing to die for a person you literally just met. It's the dumbest damn thing that I could possibly think of. You're sacrificing your life for someone who doesn't even fucking know you.
We're Guru. You should understand that sometimes you have to make concessions for the greater good for loved ones. That even if they don't know you're protecting you.
That's a load of shit, buddy. Guru is this word people like to toss around to form community and whatnot, but at the end of the day, being a guru is about being a survivor. At
Gabriel,
the end of the day, we're the only ones that make it out of the goddamn rubble.
I know you don't really believe that. Gabriel, I know who you are.
You see, pulls his gun, puts it towards you. How do you know who I am? You don't know the things I've done. You don't know the people I've hurt.
I was there when you were just a baby. I gave you that necklace when you were 10 years old.
The hell you talking about?
You remember it? I used to visit your house all the time. I used to check in on you. I treated you like you were my blood. Made sure to watch over you. And that's what I did.
No, shut up. You don't know anything about that.
I do. And I'm tired of pretending I'm not. And I'm sorry that growing up without a dad hurt you like that. And I know it did. But you're your own man now. So please, I'm asking you to show us this mercy and let us have peace.
Rain about you. Thunder in the back. A gun pointed in your head. Theo. Persuasion and charisma. The most important role I think you're gonna need for your life.
Willpower.
Okay. Well, yeah. Let's hope. Spend a willpower.
Okay.
Spend another willpower.
Oh God. Oh
Okay.
God.
If this doesn't work, this was my max amount of successes, so I left it all on the table. Wait, one more. This is gonna be 3 successes.
You see, at this point, Face, you notice that he's about to unload the trigger on the old man.
And I put my hands up out of my pockets and raise it behind my head.
Fuck.
Feeling the stone in it.
I don't know you. And you don't know me. You see he pulls the gun and is about to squeeze the trigger. What are you doing, Tio?
Sorry, Savi. I'm sorry I couldn't keep this promise. And I'm gonna crush the stone in my hand. And with my 5 rage, I'm gonna transform into my Krynos form.
You begin to... You grab his hand. You see he fires with silver in it, but it doesn't matter. As you guys see purple shards begin to come off of his back. And you feel power. As you see crushing his hand. What are you doing here, Tio?
I want to kill him. The blood in me wants to kill him. But I have a lot of willpower, and I can fight this. I'm going to spend a willpower to resist frenzying on him, and I'm going to attack the other forces.
Please give me a, what should we call it, a strength and brawl check. I believe a +4 to this.
Yep.
I will not let you control me.
6 successes.
Fantastic. With that, you see the other guys go, what the hell? You flip a car on one of them. You see it sort of squashes them halfway. Ah! You see another one with a heavy machine gun kind of fire on you. The bullets fly off. Silver does not affect you anymore. It is nothing. You take one of them, grab their head, pull it off of their body as the rest of them are scared shitless. One is going to try to shoot a rocket launcher at you, but in this moment...
I want to snipe that one right there and then.
Firearms dex, please.
Good, I'm good at this. That's 9 dice.
If you fail, this is on you, my guy. I'm sorry. That's 9 dice.
Why do you keep saying this shit, dog?
I'm just saying, man. You know, I'm
Why can't
putting
you just
out
let
there.
me
That's what
have
the
fun? Why
audience
you
is
let me
thinking.
rock?
I'm here for them. They love entertainment.
Why do you entertain these nuts? Oh my.
Maybe I will.
1, 2, 3, 5, 5, 6, 7.
5 to 6. With that, you see he tries, you hit him in the shoulder. It goes through, and with that, forces his body to go into a direction. You see, he shoots a hole into one of the nearby sort of sections of the border that completely explodes it. You have an entry point now, as they have blown a hole for you to run through.
Face will scream out literally, "We gotta go now! He killed the kid! We gotta go!"
No, kid's not dead. He just threw the kid off the side. He killed another
Oh.
man.
Oh, okay. Kid's not dead. We gotta go.
We gotta... fantastic. As you're all hearing that, what are we doing for my other individuals? As you see this empowered version of Theo just going ham on these guys.
I feel like Aza looks at Trick and like looks at Dolores between Dolores and Colibri. Can you carry her? Is she good to run?
Yeah. And I help my cousin up.
Yeah, I don't think was Dolores hit with the
No.
no.
Okay.
Got it.
No.
So it's just Colibri that's like a little bit,
Mhm.
but they can keep up.
Sweet.
Fantastic. So, gunning it. What about you, Trick?
I'm gonna revert back, and then just follow them.
Fantastic. I won't let you guys roll anything because they're too busy doing what the monstrosity in front of them. Also, Face, are you gunning as well, or are you still
I think Face
angel
will
covered?
stay up top to make sure everyone gets in safe.
Got it. Fantastic. So you staying behind a little bit, rest of you gunning it. Theo, at this moment, you see one of the guys is trying to get onto comms at the moment, trying to call him for backup. You see he's kind of like very hastily throws the gun, tries to go into the car seat. What are you doing?
They will say, I have shed innocent blood. What's blood, if not for shedding?
And just like a grape, going to rip the head off.
Strength and brawl for me, please. Another plus
Like a
4.
grape.
Anyone can guess where
Cherry
that line's
wine.
from. I'm gonna spend. Wait. Okay, this actually works because it's a brutal failure, but that adds +4 if I'm attacking. So that
So
is
on
another.
top of 4, so
Yeah, so that's
yeah.
that's a 7.
Fantastic. 7 with that. We need as you sort of grab his back, you see he tries to cling on. He goes, no. As you see claws, you rip off the wheel before you just blood goes across the windshield there. At this point, I think these men are scattering. Except you see, still with a broken hand, grabbing the other gun, just cocking it with his teeth. Gabriel getting up and just shooting in your direction. Just not really being able to do anything. What are you doing in this instance, Theo?
Fuck! I gotta spend another willpower not to murder this kid again. God.
They gotta do it. He is determined. Just fucking die
I
already.
got 3 more of these before I can no longer control myself. How many dudes are left still?
Really just him. The rest are running.
Oh. They're not getting away.
Fantastic. 3 other men are left. If you want to do a head count.
Oh, yeah.
Minus on top of, so it's technically 4, but there's 3 others. So are you just gonna go for the other guys?
Oh, yeah.
Fantastic. For purposes here, I think let's just do an overall check, because if you kill one, it's just you don't have to spend any willpower.
Yep.
So just overall, let's just roll another strength and brawl, unless you can think of if there's something. Actually, let's do brawl and stamina. Let's see how long you keep doing this up. because you are kind of running on this new kind of energy.
Yeah, I would say, where is the crystals just all coming out of my back, or like what's
It's
happening?
like shooting about your back. You feel electricity around you, almost like the lightning is, and the rain is part of you. Your vision is like a light purple, and you swear in the back of your head you can just hear a voice going, "Good, good, lambs for the slaughter."
Just think in my head, I am the storm that is encroaching. Encroaching! Alright, that is gonna be 10 successes.
10 successes, bro. You just like the Flash. You take care of these
I
guys as
have
you
been
go at such a
blessed.
fast speed, ripping them, tearing them. Very
My family
Castlevania
crest
style.
is a demon of death.
As you do that, Gabriel is the only one left at this point. As you see, he is still relentless, not going.
Has everyone else caught up by now?
You see, everybody's running at this point. I will ask for face here. Everybody makes it to the fence. Do you leave at this point, or are you still gunning?
There's only 3 guys left, right?
No, there's no one left. Only one. There were 3. They all died.
I'm gonna do an observation check to see if I see anybody, like anybody watching, anybody, because I'm in this like vantage point, so I want to see if I can catch anybody.
Witch
watching
awareness
anybody.
-1 because of the heavy storms here.
Wow. Again, oh hate.
Why do you hate me?
Hispanics?
Fucking
Wits 1, 2, 3.
Latino and Latino
Yep.
crime, everyone. It's an issue
Yeah.
in the country.
You're sick, dog. That is. All right, no successes. So I can't see nothing.
With that, be honest, looks all clear. The storm is providing perfect cover for you.
Oh, we're so fucking good. We're so good. I'm so good. This is phenomenal. I'm gonna take the sniper with me. It's mine now.
You are my child now.
Yeah, this is mine now, idiots. And then so I just leave. I start running by.
Fantastic. With that in mind, you're running about. Last interaction for you, Theo, because you're kind of running on fumes here. You see Gabriel still kind of. Just kill me. It's the guru thing to do, ain't it? Ain't gonna leave a man with a crushed arm now, are you? May hunt you down for the rest of your life, old man.
And I think Tio gets right up in his face and just roars like so the spit is coming out. But then spending another willpower, I'm going to attempt to. I don't know if it's going to be like special because like normally I could do this, but I'm going to try to revert back and leave.
Fantastic. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it is a willpower check to
Yep.
see if you can break out of this.
I didn't know if it was anything special with the like it was a lot harder with the what's it called?
Oh, no, we'll just make it regular for this purposes here.
Okay.
For time purposes, we'll just make it regular.
Yeah. One success, come on. Does one success do it?
How many dice did you roll?
I only have 3 willpower left.
3 power. I think as you are trying to do this, you hear a voice in the back of your head. You're no longer in the rain, but in a temple. You are beautiful. You see a shadowy figure floating in the air, in the form of a wolf. You know what you want to do. Look at his tiny little neck. So innocent, so pure. Why don't you wrap your hand around it? Don't choke, just place.
Can't. I won't.
I'm better than this. And I just imagine though in like reality, like he has done it. Like just gently wrap the hand around.
You guru. All the same, thinking your bark has bite. You're nothing compared to the powers of the Umbra. Enlarge your claw. You feel your claws extending. Tia, you got one more chance here, buddy. We'll give you one more roll before you do something you can't take back.
Okay, one more willpower.
One more willpower roll. We'll check to see if you control yourself.
I'm not able to speak as in this form, am I? Like in
I
reality.
think it's like broken English.
It's broken English. Yeah, more broken.
But I'm pretty loud still.
Can we see what's going on?
It's raining out here. That's the thing. Let's see
This
what you
is-
get on willpower, buddy. Let's see what you get
Oh,
first.
this is just me assuming that face is looking through the
If
rifle.
anything, Face for sure sees this shit going down. Everybody else, you're
Okay.
already kind of like clear in this instance.
Yeah, I think Face, unaware. I think Face saw you crush the crystal or the stone, and so kind of sees you with all these crystals and stuff, and walks, kind of like does the walk up with the hands, being like, "Hey, how you doing? You okay?"
I don't know if you can see this, but on 3 willpower, I rolled a 0, so 10, an 8, and a 2. 3 successes.
You notice the crystal that he crushed protruding from his neck. Face, you got one shot to pull this thing out before Homeboy goes ballistic. As you see, he is fighting every
The
urge
person
to
with
slash.
no strength.
Sure, yeah.
You
for sure.
gotta
I'll
pull
yeah,
this
I'll pull it
out.
out for sure. Yeah, no, I'll pull it out. It'll be me for sure. Tell me what I have to roll. Yeah, Chris, me who's rolling terrible tonight. Tell me.
Hey
how,
man, you
tell
stay
me the
behind, my guy.
Tell me, how to do it. No. Walk me through it,
Okay.
Chris.
All right, yeah, all right. So strength for
No.
sure. It's gonna be
Mhm.
strength. So I hope you've
Okay.
been lifting.
So
You look
here's-
pretty
let's actually-
limber.
Actually, let's make an argument here. Let's me and you sit down and have a talk.
Let me guess. You want to shoot this fucking thing?
No,
off
I don't
of
want to
me,
shoot
you?
it.
Oh,
That'd
okay,
be dumb,
okay,
Chris. That's dumb. I
okay,
want to
yeah.
manipulate it. I want to have to. Let me walk you through it.
Please.
I'm approaching Tio, trying to be like, "Hey, calm down. Don't worry. Don't do it." Like, I'm manipulating him to be calm so he can relax while I pull out what's about to be in his neck.
Here's the thing. Manipulating him is not gonna work. If you want to manipulate the stone to be like, hey, this is an old man. I'm hot shit.
For sure I'll do that. I think
That
I'm gonna
is what
grab-
you can use manipulate for. You're not
Yes,
gonna be able
for
to
sure.
manipulate like, calm down.
I'm gonna grab the stone.
boy.
No matter what, I'm grabbing the stone. We're gonna see what happens. If I get torn apart, that would be funny. If I die before the last episode, that shit's hilarious. Let's fucking do that. I don't care. I'm going to grab the stone, and with like all the strength that Face has, which isn't a lot, and then also feel like the demonic energy from it, and be like, "Hey, I got so many plans that I need anger and rage for. I want," and I think the stone can see all of Face's ambitions, all of his dark ambitions, because he has good ones. Don't get me wrong. He has I think there's a dream of Face where, I'll get into what the positive dream is if I can get the stone. But the negative ones is he wants to be the president of the club. He wants to make money. He wants to never go hungry again. Wants to never have to steal to live. Wants
Here's
to be
my
able to
question
want to-
for you. Is this a matter of persuasion in terms of truthful, or are you lying at your ass for like subterfuge or like
I'm lying in saying that I'm lying in the sense that I'm saying that I'm better. Like or the stone. I'm better. Because honestly, Theo's the strongest one, probably the best one. So I'm trying to manipulate the stone into picking me instead of Theo.
fantastic? So since you're kind of lying here,
Mhm.
manipulation and subterfuge in this instance, I think
Let's
is
fucking go. That's literally 8 dice. Let's fucking go.
Don't count your chickens yet. And
Shut the fuck
apparently,
up.
you have a reroll from someone. Legally, illegally.
I think the name is
debatable.
Dundaponster.
The
Deponster.
The
Pathfinder
Think-
imposter.
So what counts as a success and what doesn't count as success? I want to make it very. I want to get all the rules
6
here.
or above, my guy.
10s are double.
What? Okay, that's very clear.
But I thought-
So.
I thought rage is also if it's low.
What happens if I fail here? I want to ask here.
We'll find out. Did you fail? Did you fail with your 8 dice? You talking bad shit.
I'm gonna
Pulled up, son.
I want you to know, part of me that loves failing and seeing where the story goes wants me to keep this roll.
You gotta reroll. You can't reroll 3 of them.
You can do whatever you want. I'm here
Oh,
for
I-
it.
Do whatever.
God.
What would cleric do?
You know what? What Cleric would do? I'm going to keep this roll.
Okay. What'd
So
you get?
Chris.
Yeah?
Face is holding the stone, looking Tio in the eyes, grabbing it right in the hand. And with 0 successes, what happens?
Just are beating the shit out of me.
Wait,
Oh,
0 successes means
0 successes.
do you have a
On 8
brutal
die.
a failure on your rage die? Like a 1?
Yeah. No, not a 1. Just 0
Okay.
successes. I didn't. Nothing.
What did you?
rolled
What were the numbers on your
I will
rage
tell you the
dice,
exact
though?
number. The rage dice is a 4 and a 2.
You're trying to help him. Your boy fucked up.
A 4 and a 2. Chris,
You.
let me ask this. Would it be better? No, you know what? Fuck it. No, we're owning this. We're owning
No,
this.
we're
I'm
in
not-
this. We're in this
owning
together.
now.
We're gonna
We're
grab you.
owning this
Okay.
now.
So with that, you go in. Try to grab it.
Hmm?
You are pitiful.
Hmm?
Schemer, not a warrior. You never played for anything in your life. You never will. You killed your ex. Boo fucking hoo. You know what? Let's go. Oh, Gabriel. Killing him would be hard. Goes towards you, face. It would. As you are following and mimicking the movements, Thea.
Is it like coming out of my voice?
Yes, too easy. Grabs you by the body, face. You talk a big game as you see it begins to claw across your face, leaving a mark to remember it by. Grab, which is your dominant hand?
Right.
Grabs your right arm. Remember what it feels like.
I can't resist this, right? Oh.
Your arm goes completely
Ah!
off. You
we
see
hear
it
this now?
begins. You do hear this at this point, and with it, you see it begins to.
And this is
Taste like coward.
this is Dio's body doing this, right?
Well, 1 second.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Hazel, we gotta do something.
Oh.
Bruh, can I start running back? Can I run back?
Real
What
talk,
the-
though,
This point,
Oh.
you see this Dolores stops, immediately shifts into their lupus form, goes towards Theo before going back up and begins to speak in words. Spanish. You are a demon and you do not belong on this plane. It is being exercised from the body, but one more willpower check from you, Theo.
Can I make an argument of using my leadership to reassert control of my body?
Try it, bad boy.
I have a better roll than that. I'm just saying. It's a better roll. But, where go with
So
that?
lucky I didn't break my stone.
It's okay. You know what the good thing? The
So lucky.
guru can regenerate. So you'll get it back.
Regenerate, not grow.
Oh, yeah, no, this arm's gone now. Canonically, Face is gone. Face has lost his right arm.
We'll get you a magic arm. Better. I don't know.
Magic
I'm
arm.
sorry, guys. I didn't mean to do this.
I didn't mean to do this. I'm sorry. I'm so fucking sorry.
Why'd you send Face out here? Why not send anyone? Literally anyone. Realistically,
fuck you.
I was gonna ask Cleric to shoot me, but we didn't get to that point.
I'm
You're taking
I'm
out,
right now
bro.
looking at Angie, who put it in Theo's pocket. That's who I've been
yeah,
looking at.
let's
That's
go to
who
the
I've been
origin.
looking at.
Let's go to the origin of the fucking problem here. Actually, let's go.
what
Let's
did you
really
get?
analyze this.
If we really want to do it, it's Trick,
Wait,
because Trick said we should split up.
Hold up
My
here.
God.
Hold up here. Theo, what did you
My
get?
fucking jacket on with one hand.
6 successes, and I would like to use that extra success to spit the arm back and reattach.
No, I don't
Bro,
want
that
it.
arm
I
is
don't want it.
gone.
Just
Like,
gone.
That's
No,
gone.
no, I want
Paste
the
it.
fucking arm. My arm is gone now. Look at it. Look.
Look what you did to me.
Gone.
With that, in slow motion,
back up, bleed
all
on
of you surrounding try to go for Theo, and you see a light emanate from it, separating the stone, almost like ejecting it from you, Theo. But the energy within it is so powerful that it goes going through all of you. You all feel your rage go to 0 as you fall unconscious, each and every one of you, including Gabriel, as the rain pitter patters on your face. We don't know how long it is, but a helicopter coming into the frame as rain has passed. Individuals are either bleeding out or unconscious. But it comes from the stateside Border Patrol. You see they come pouring into this. A lot of voices of concern of like, what the hell's going on? What the hell? What the hell? And with that, a car pulls up, black SUV, shades on with the letters FBI plastered on the front of their bulletproof vest. Chester comes into frame.
This guy.
Well, fucking well. Looks like we got ourselves some fugitives, some contraband, and just good old luck. I won the lottery. Bag 'em and tag these assholes. And that is where we shall end it for today.
I'm fucking his sister.
I'm just imagining the little short sleeve again.
What do you mean? It's still right here.
Look what you did. Look what you did.
Look what
to
you
me.
did. Angie, look what you fucking did. Look what you fucking did.
Damn.
What
That's
everyone-
crazy.
I just wanna
Yeah,
say-
crazy, Angie,
You know what?
crazy.
You know what? No. I'm gonna get real. Angie, I know we're on another project together. I'm done. I'm pulling out. Fuck you, dog.
I'm pulling out. That's it. That's done.
That's
That's it. I'm
crazy.
canceling.
Prepare for a diss track in the next few days. I hate the way you
talk.
I'm
I
done.
hate the way you talk. I hate the way you walk.
I just want to say that I was gonna ask. Tia was gonna ask Face to shoot him, but we did not get that far. We didn't get.
that. But with that in mind, everyone, we hope you had a wonderful time with us.
So
With that, we're going to go in reverse order for plugs here. Starting off with the guy that did a great job today. Dio, Nick, put them sweet plugs.
You ate my arm.
Yum yum yum.
How'd it taste?
Fuck you, Chris. But no, it's not. You're, hi everyone. I'm Nick. You can follow me at Nobleman Nick. This was a particularly harrowing and traumatizing episode for Tio. Please keep him in your thoughts and prayers. If you want to see more than what I do, follow me on Twitter. Also on Instagram. Also, I just released the quick start for my new system that I designed and wrote. All 48 pages of it for Eldritch Automata, the quick start or quick launch. Get it right now on DriveThruRPG. It's free. We could use the downloads. I'm sorry to everyone at home and to my co-stars for what I did today.
You ate my fucking arm, dog.
Now
Next
part of
up,
you will always be with me.
Chris.
Hey yo,
Take it away.
Nick, just don't burp, buddy. Just don't burp. Also, this needs to be entitled "Bros Before Hoes" because I swear to God, Asa makes one new friend, and now my best friend's down an arm. Can't
Yeah,
trust
honestly,
nobody.
also, this is on you. Stop being loyal to people. Why can't you be loyal to Face? Let her go.
Piece of shit. Hello, I'm Chris, aka D&D Imposter, and I've been playing Asa.
I've suffered so much this game. Fuck y'all. No, I'm sorry. Come on.
That's what you get for putting all your stats into firearms. You got real excited when you saw the gun. Anyways, yeah, you can find me at D&D Imposter on all social media, making really stupid memes. Also, be on the lookout. And just, I think it's 3 weeks, the 1st of June, I believe the Kickstarter for all of Tabletop Tempest shows will come out, and we will be announcing our first full show because we are about a month and a half away from showing that and it going public. It is a actual play that's based on Brazilian folklore that's really problematic and making it not problematic in more of a modern light. Tons of familial trauma and generational shit. It's giving me PTSD times 2. But yeah, so be on the lookout for that. Tabletop Tempest on all socials.
Lovely, lovely, Fabian.
Hey, how's it going? Fabian, producer here at Bad House RPG. I hope you weren't traumatized by Chris tonight. I sure am. You can check out my stuff at Rockets and Pens or here, Bad House RPG. We are gonna have a lot of new announcements soon, so check out our Twitter. Check out my Twitter. I do comics and stuff. Yeah. Off to one-armed Willie.
Yeah, what I'm Willie. Go Willie. Go Willie.
Wait,
go
you
Willie,
can still
go.
do the puppet.
Well, I need to
Hey,
Oh,
put on-
the
put on
puppet's
a
gone.
puppet.
Yeah, you took the puppet hand. You literally took the puppet hand. Hey everybody, I'm your local fuck up cleric here. And honestly, I don't feel like I fucked up today. You know what? I did no, I'm gonna stop this rant right here. But if you want to follow me, you can follow me and when I have 2 arms, cleric_34, on Twitter and TikTok. Mostly Twitter nowadays, because TikTok upsets me. So if you want to see more of what I'm doing, you can catch me at MFA, Monster Focus Anonymous, Spotify. New episodes coming soon. We're working on a lot of stuff on the behind the scenes. So, as for other projects, I got some stuff in the work, but most of the time I'm free. So if you want me in your stuff, invite me. Anyways, I'm gonna go figure out how to do with this fucking one arm now, huh? Fuck you, Chris.
Well, we got health insurance. With
And
that,
now, actually, I'm gonna pass it off to the person who caused all this.
there you go.
Hi, everybody. I'm Angie. They, them pronouns. I am literally just a little guy. I don't know
Oh, fuck you!
where this
The little
is
guy defense.
coming
The
from.
little guy defense. Whatever. Pop off.
I'm just a little guy. You can find me at Aegon Thiddick, where I am still just a little guy on the internet. And you can catch me on Tales Archived over on Known Realms Tolesh every Sunday night at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I play Zio Marino. That's our weekly D&D 5e campaign, ongoing campaign. And yeah, literally just a little guy. That's it. That's me.
Lovely, lovely. And I have been the not
unfollowing you on
anyway
Twitter.
responsible for this storyteller. You can find me on Twitter if you want to leave a kind comment at VO_Colon. That is COLON. I'm still there while Twitter is still live. In terms of what I got going on, it's only 2 more episodes of Embers of Rage. We're only 2 more episodes away, and that's the end of the season. Oh no! Don't worry, it's going to be a blast. But beyond that, Forsaken is also coming around the corner, as this week we are finishing Act 2 with a masquerade ball. If you want to see some classical music, some more trauma, come on to Taino Tales and join us for episode 10 of Forsaken. With that in mind, we all hope you had a wonderful time with us, and we can't wait to show you the next penultimate, penultimate episode of Embers of Rage next week. Until then, everyone, we'll see you then.
Bye.